How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Need for Speed Shift with the Lamborghini there in the background. We're gonna be unlocking tier 4 or giving up. Basically whatever happens first. On the bright side, there are only 26 stars remaining for that. On the not so bright side, I haven't really thought how to get them, so that's kinda the issue here. Like, in fact, I might be wandering around different events to see where I could possibly get them from, but we will see. I do know that, well, there are a lot of things that I didn't touch here, but most of these are series. They are quite long, and I'm not really sure if I could, for example, randomly try this one. I'm not sure which of these ones could work to give me stars, because a lot of these events are very hard. Doesn't matter how good the car you have is, the opponents are very rough, so you gotta do what you can. Hopefully this one is good enough. Well, it starts in an oval, and I'm pretty sure that the strongest point of the what the hell? The strongest point of this Lamborghini is precisely the top speed, so well, they are already going off. Okay, the AI is doing some weird shit right now, honestly. But yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter what any of these guys do. It's the only thing that matters is the leader. Well, it also matters what I do, and that's certainly not a good thing to do. That might need to be a restart. Yeah, I think it should be. I'm not sure, like, I tried moving my camera like 2 or 3 times. I'm still not sure if I'm blocking the bottom objective. I probably am, but the objective here is mastering all corners, which is not gonna happen, so yeah. In case you cannot read it, it's that master all corners. So you can forget that. The other ones are 720 and 140, well, 1,440 points for the second star. These are some very annoying corners. These are the type of tracks that are normally called roval, because they are supposed to be a road track, but with an oval half, right? Or I guess a better description is, it's an oval track that has more corners on the inside, so it's not just an oval track. They usually adopt the term roval because of it. It's a little bit of a cheesy term, honestly, but I think it gets the point across optimally. So these guys are really going on a completely different pace. Surprised that didn't count as cutting the track. Though what I'm noticing about my opponents is that they brake super late and they somehow don't go off track. It's like they have super brakes. Not sure how they manage it. If there is some cheating involved, but I cannot brake the way they do. Some of them cannot brake at all, but yeah, it depends. So, well, third place, at least I'll get 2 stars from this. It will be worse, I guess. I mean, 2 stars simply because I get one of the point stars. It would be nice to get the second point star, but it's a very short race to get 1,440 points. Especially, well, most of it I spend it in solitary like this, so 2 stars is okay, sure, why not? Better than nothing, and we need all the stars we can get here, so 2 is not a bad amount. Damn, not to mention those $10,000, well, dollars or whatever currency it's meant to be. Yeah, sure. So what's the next track? Not like it matters, any track in this game is just as hard. Wait, it's the same one. Or do we have 2 ovals in this game? Maybe we do have 2 ovals. Wow, amazing start. I kinda wanna see if restarting restarts the race or the whole thing, but if it restarts the whole thing, it says the race. Okay, it is the race. So essentially, these like championships have no reason to exist. Like, okay, why are you doing that? I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to drift there. But on the right side, this track has a way longer oval portion, which means that theoretically the Lamborghini should shine more, since it can make use of its top speed a lot better. That's what the theory says, and the theory says a lot of stuff that hasn't really become true in the actual practice. Okay, so the oval part starts here. It's a very long oval portion. Okay. Also 3 laps, so it's relatively short, but if I manage to not be in solitary, I will get the necessary amount of points to get the second. Well, yeah, the second star is pretty much guaranteed right now. Alright. So the last thing I would like to do, yeah, that's the second star. By the way, the third star is also master all corners, so you already know that ain't happening. But yeah, essentially the last thing remaining will be at least getting to 3rd place to... Well, yeah, 3rd place is fine. I don't think I'm reaching 2nd place here, but at least we're gonna be getting 3 stars from this, so I don't think it's bad. But yeah, that depends on if I can actually finish the race properly or not. I don't know. It's essentially what I'm noticing. Like, the main reason why the AI goes faster than me is because they brake a lot later and they manage to reach the very edge of the outer edge of the corner without going off track. It looks very unnatural, honestly. Like, I don't think those are the kind of racing lines that will happen in real life. Like, I don't think anyone will go that close to the outer side, like in the middle of the corner. Because one thing is when you're starting the corner and when you're on the edge, but in the middle going that far, because it's not even optimal time-wise, but it's working then for these guys somehow. Okay, so where does this get me? Oh, I apparently won this shit. Because apparently the guys on the top are completely different than the guys from... like, if you hit skip, it doesn't show you the total. It's like you have to wait until the total results appear. And I'm not a fan of waiting, but it's fine. I got 5 stars out of the whole series, which is cool. This one I think is the one in Willow Springs, so I probably shouldn't bother with that. Well, I think most of these are an issue, honestly, but I could try. I mean, we're certainly some events away from the 180 stars, not to mention that some of the... Yeah, that's the problem. This track is shit. There are gonna be some invitational events that are also gonna show up while you get more stars, right? Well, in fact, there is one invitational event I could do. It's the one with the Sonda versus I don't remember versus who, but basically it's a Nürburgring race that is pretty hard simply because it's Nürburgring, but I almost won. So if I try again, I probably will win. Or not, but the chances should be higher. I think a third place here will be nice. But as always, it really seems like the podium is on a race of its own. I mean, even in the previous races that I got third place, I always had the guy behind me constantly, well, behind me. Didn't give me a break. Let's see if maybe I can get this guy in third place to get 1 star. I don't think I'm also getting the second score star. Doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. And it's one of those. I mean, if I can get close to this guy, maybe. See, well, that counts as close, yeah. And as you can see, I mean, simply by physically interacting with an opponent, you get points, you know. But for being an asshole, you get points. Yeah, that counts as points, but yeah, the objective for the second score is 1,440 like in the previous one, so with how close we are to the end of the race, it's probably not gonna happen, but yeah. Oh, we actually got it. Apparently I mastered a corner, but I think I already had mastered before, yeah. Okay, well, that means 3 stars. So, nice. That's a success. Okay. And the first and the second place very, very close to each other. And if I hadn't taken out the third place, he also would have probably been pretty close to them. Okay. So what's the next race? Wonder if it's gonna be like another variant of this one or what. I hope not, but yeah, we will see. Well, yes, it is. It is indeed. So at least now we know that we can restart a single race without restarting the whole series, so that works for me. Exact same objectives as the previous one as well. It seems that all the series... Oh shit, okay. I completely... Like a shovel... Completely raised that guy up in the air. Like I was taking out the trash. Pretty nice. Very realistic physics for sure. So I think that this is the same track, or at least an extremely similar track to the one in Pro Street that is supposed to take place in Tokyo. This it looks very similar. At least I reached the third place without trouble. It has to be the same one, like I even remember this track. So I wonder if this is a real place. I mean, they simply recycle a track that they had that was original, I don't know. Anything could be. The issue here, well, obviously the second and the first place are not gonna be reached under any concept, but the real question is if I can keep the third place. That's the objective. Nothing more, nothing less. And we don't have just one competitor hungry for it. Have multiple. There goes that. Yeah. Alright. We could restart that, but problem is that this track is trash, so I don't think I'm gonna get a much better result than 4th or 5th. Shame that the 3rd objective is not clean lap, instead it's master all corners, and that's essentially impossible without activating the optimal racing line shift that I am not gonna activate. They might race another guy. This time it was a different one. On the previous attempt it was the Viper, and now it was whoever that car was. Seems that they cannot help themselves getting in my way. The 3rd place is right there. We will see. Okay, I should be able, yeah. That's the 3rd place. Yeah, it's maintaining it what's hard. And this track really doesn't help. What is that guy doing? Come on, dude. How many times am I gonna earn the badge for drafting? Well, assume that by now I already have the gold. Maybe, no? And no matter what, the 2nd and the 1st place, yeah. They are doing their own thing like they did in the previous race. I don't even know if they are the same competitors. Maybe no, I wasn't really paying attention to their names. If you can do one more lap like that, that will be great, I guess. I also will get that star. So by getting 3rd place it will be another 3 stars, which will be extremely useful. We'll appreciate them. Pretty hard to not hit the wall in this tunnel. I mean, it's a very messed up tunnel in the first place, like, ah shit. They don't like it when you brake too much. Okay, well, that's another 3 stars, just like that. Good. So yeah, that means 6 stars in total for the series. I'll take it. Here I'm gonna wait until it shows the total points, so at least I see point-wise if I win or not. So yeah, well, the drafting badge, I guess now it's in gold. Somehow it wasn't before. Right, so yeah, let's wait here and not press continue, see what happens. Okay, so you get 2nd place. I don't mind, I mean, you still get a good amount of money, and it still counts as a podium finish, assuming you care about the final event here. Okay, nice. And then there is another race series here. Yes, I say this is Willow Springs. Well, since I did all of the race series, might as well do this as well. And I could also try the time attack on the other one, see how that goes. For what I understand, the final event here, it's supposed to be a duel with pre-chosen cars, so That also shouldn't be a problem to beat.
Green, go, go, go.
The most likely scenario here is that the next race in this series is also gonna be another variant of Willow Springs, since it seems like that's the theme they are going for. I know that was cutting the corner, but I didn't really get that much of a benefit from doing that. It's not that much faster, if it even is faster. The issue with this one is that, well, I wouldn't say that I'm not even close to the third place, because I mean, at least it's in my sights, but this is an extremely complex track. That's the issue. But extremely complex and, more importantly, extremely slow. Not much you can do with it. To overtake the two guys in front of you. Ouch. This one does not seem like it's gonna happen, and I'm not even getting a good amount of points, so I think that Willow Spring, sorry, but nah, it ain't happening. I could try the time attacks, but time attack is a mode I really don't like. I guess I might as well try. I probably already tried this one, and maybe it's one of those events that I say this event is banned.
What's the clock? When time's up, that's your last lap. This is it. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't even remember what track this is. Okay. Is that any track that has very slow corners like this is gonna be my absolute nemesis. So it seems that the secondary objective here for every single event is master all corners. Like, they just cannot help themselves with that objective. They really want you to master all the tracks. Oh, oops, my bad. Here keep in mind that nothing that you do in relation to your opponents matters. Like, the only thing that matters is you doing the laps fast, and that's it. And obviously it helps if the opponents don't do them fast, but that doesn't really depend on you, unfortunately. So I'm the second fastest, but all of these guys can always just go faster, and that's it. Right, at least I did get the two objectives. The 2-point objective, so that's nice. It seems that... oh, fuck. Hey, that's gonna still be in the green. It's most likely gonna be a slower track. A slower lap, I meant to say. The third place is pretty far, time-wise, from me, but we will see how long that lasts. Well, he's getting closer, but it doesn't seem like that much closer. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting a better lap time than the first one. I don't think it's happening. Oh, maybe I will. Currently in the green now. Yeah, that is indeed... Wait, oh, that's... okay, hold up. What I forget is that these are not 3 laps. These are as many laps as it fits in the... in the time count. Oh, my bad. Well, I probably wouldn't have bested the top time anyway, so it's not like it matters, but yeah. You know, you can forget about the top time here. I mean, I was less than a second away, so that's not that bad, but we'll need to do exceptionally well. Wait, actually, this won't be the final lap for the first place, but it will be the final lap for everyone else. Almost wasn't the final lap for me. Though if it wasn't, I would have purposely braked to actually make it the final lap. There was nothing else to do. So I got 4 stars. That's good. Also, getting 1 more level will be ideal, because it's pretty likely that with 1 more level I get a lot of money, and that should be enough, I hope, at least to purchase a tier 4 car.
I'll call that green for you. Be ready.
Okay.
Green, good luck.
This is a very long-ass track with 18 corners. So the track being long doesn't really matter, because, as I say, it's about a timer. It's not about amount of laps. No. Okay, that's fine. That's not fine. Yeah, at least I managed to stop the car before going off track. That works. Kinda. That doesn't work though. Why did I lose control that badly? I mean, I know that I probably stepped on the... Well, I did step on the grass, but... I lose control a little bit too badly. The problem is that I doubt that this is gonna go to even the podium here. The previous one was 4 stars, but this one is most likely only gonna be 2, and simply because of the points. Oh well, so be it. It's 4th place. By how much? Oh, actually, never mind, it's not 4th place, it's way worse than that. Yeah, I don't know, like, something in this game does not add up when it comes to the difficulty. Like, it just doesn't make any sense how the previous lap I get 2nd and this one I cannot even get top 10. It's just absolutely nonsensical. I don't care. I'm even considering if it might be a good idea to just stop in the finish line, let the timer run out, and yeah, simply end the event there, because I very heavily doubt that this is gonna be enough to reach the podium. I mean, I don't even know what's the required time to get into the podium in the first place. And if I do stuff like that, it's certainly not happening. Yeah, no, I mean, if these guys are way faster than me, then clearly not. So, you know, the smartest thing you can do here is let the timer go out and cross the finish line. There you go. So at least it's 2 stars, not that bad. I'll take it. I don't think like, there's only 1 second in between the first and the third place here, so yeah. At least I level up, and hopefully money is on the way. No, unfortunately money is not on the way. Nice. So it's pretty random when you get money. Very, very weird. Hey, whatever. That's 6 stars in total, so not much different from the race series. So there's 9 more stars to unlock tier 4. There's also a new invitational, so I could try this one, but I also want to do the invitational. So the new one, which one is it? I guess it's a hot lap. Well, if it's a hot lap... Wait, the lap eliminator. I didn't know that there was... Wait, all of these events, I don't remember there being there before, right? Yeah, I guess I never bothered to check. So lap eliminator is like the...
Leon Cooper for today's race.
In tier 1? So how long were these events here? I feel like I remember all of the last events being hot laps. Maybe these events were here from the beginning and I'm a moron. Could be. So what the hell is this track? Hazy view, or hazy view, I don't know. Okay. Though... Doesn't seem like this seat can really go much faster than this, and since it's eliminator, I'm out. Okay, well, that was pretty convincing. I mean, pretty convincing that this event is permanently banned. I'm not seeing this one again. But... yeah, I mean, if they are gonna be like that, I don't think any of them are gonna happen. There's also time eliminator. That one seems even worse.
Okay, we're borrowing this Honda Civic S.
Shut up. Because I'm assuming that time eliminator works like time attack, but like eventually you get eliminated if you are not the top time.
Right, okay, do not be the last to cross the line on each lap and you're safe.
But the issue is that doing a 7-lap race, at that point it doesn't seem like it's much different from doing an endurance, you know? And at that point I'd rather do an endurance. Because in that previous track, yeah, it was a super simple oval. Oh, and yet again here there is one of those bugs that makes one of the rivals invisible. Now you can tell the first place is the one that is invisible. Nice. That's the second time that bug happens. Hopefully I can overtake him without any issues, but yeah, I did. Alright. And if it gets eliminated, I also shouldn't worry about him. It would be nice if that annoying ass beeping sound wasn't there to let me know that the lap is about to end. Like, yeah, no shit, dude, I'm not blind. I can tell the lap is about to end. Like, I have eyes, thanks. Thankfully, I haven't lost them or haven't lost my vision. So you don't need to tell me, like, hey, the lap is about to end. Yeah, no shit, it's about to end. So this is quite a difference from the previous event. Seems that here I can actually manage to easily win. So the reason why I was able to overtake the first guys in that corner is because for some reason the optimal line in that long ass corner is on the outside. Even though for a car like this that is so slow, it's obviously not gonna be on the outside. It's gonna be on the inside. Like, even for faster cars, I'm not really sure. I think that's the main problem with this game is it seems pretty obsessed with the outside line, but the outside line is not really a place you should be unless it's the beginning of the corner. Yeah, very weird. And you can see, as I mentioned before, the AI constantly being super close to the outside line in places that it doesn't make much sense. Would be nice if there was an option to completely remove that sound from the game. I would appreciate it personally. I will be quite thankful. See, that sound is absolutely awful. I mean, it's awful no matter what the instance of it is, because here it's a completely worthless instance, but even if it's something useful, like, that's not a sound you wanna hear. Like, I don't wanna become deaf, you know? If it's possible. Like, my hearing is already quite bad as it is, so no reason to make it worse. I don't understand why there was so much difference between this event and the previous one. Like, the previous event seemed unwinnable, and this one, it's even boring how easy it is. Like, the second place is 8 seconds behind me, well, almost 8 seconds. Like, the difficulty of this game really seems to be all over the place, because you can say that, well, you're getting your ass kicked because you're playing hard mode. But then some random races you're also like this. Like on the top of the world. For no apparent reason at all. Like you are just the best of the best. It doesn't seem like the game really gives you a reason for that to be the case. And yeah, this, by the way, seems like it will take the same amount of time as doing an endurance, so I don't think these eliminator events are worth doing unless it's an oval like the previous track. Because at that point I'll just do the actual endurance races that are in tier 3. Well, at least it's the final lap. I guess that, like, it might sound like I'm exaggerating, but I think that's also another very good reason to not bother with these events. That sound really is extremely annoying. Like, that sound... I mean, it's kind of like the equivalent of the screen flashing super quickly that will make someone with seizure episodes, you know, get an epileptic attack, you know. It's like that, but for the ears. Okay. So 10 seconds advantage with the second place at the end of the race. So yeah, it really seems like the difficulty of this game is all over the place, no doubt. Not much money. I wasn't expecting much, really. Okay, so at least we got 3 stars. But yeah, 3 stars with that time, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Yeah, like for example, doing... Well, these are all... Well, this one is also Lap Eliminator. It's a... Oh, Brands Hatch Indy is like the small version of Brands Hatch, I think. Not sure what Miyatomi is, but... I could try this one.
Now we're going to be using the Audi TT for today's race.
And these are all tier 1 cars, so... Something tells me that these events were not here before and they were unlocked when I reached a specific threshold.
Right, okay, do not be the last to cross the line on each lap and you're safe.
This is the short version of Brands Hatch. Yeah, that sound... The short version of Brands Hatch is probably the equivalent of the previous track. So it is short, yes. But is it as short as I would like it to be? No. Not really. I guess a better question is, will this be a guaranteed victory? It's kinda looking like it. Yeah, the victory shouldn't be an issue. No, the only issue is basically covering your ears, and I cannot do that. But you have the privilege to do it. But you don't even need to cover your ears. You could just mute the volume every time that I'm about to go through the finish line, you know? That would be ideal. I mean, that's what I would be doing if I was watching someone with an annoying ass noise like that. We are not really reaching this guy yet, but considering the amount of laps remaining, it should happen eventually, right? I'm not so sure. He seems to be maintaining a very specific distance. I think I follow the exact same line that he did. But I should overtake him shortly. At least it's an interesting race unlike the previous one. That's good. I'm on his slipstream. You are gonna be overtaken here, I wanna believe. You will get overtaken, but that's because you're a moron. Well, good enough of a reason to me. Now the question is, can I maintain the lead? Because this guy was never behind me, so... Not in this race. I'm not sure if that specific name showed up in another race, probably. Okay. And how many stars will there be left after this one? I think that there were 9 stars left before I went to the invitationals, and then the previous invitational gave me 3, which means that this one will also give me 3, which will mean there will only be other 3 left to reach 180, right? Assuming the premise of like the initial amount being right, hopefully. Still 2 more laps remaining. There are some corners that I really have no clue how to dominate. Like, I do them as perfectly as I can, and they still do not count. I mean, they are a completely arbitrary thing, but it's pretty annoying, precisely because it's arbitrary. So something that surprises me about this game is that none of the songs got a copyright claim on YouTube yet. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but every other Need for Speed had at least one song being claimed, even though that doesn't necessarily mean that the video is blocked or anything like that. But this one didn't even have a song being recognized. So, I mean, that's good. Seems a little bit weird, but... yeah, because I'm assuming these are songs with a copyright outside of the game itself, you know? Don't see why they wouldn't. Okay. Well, at least that was enough. And I think that that should be the last event of this type that I do. I mean, at least the other eliminators have less than 7 opponents. I don't think it's worth it. This thing also gives me a lot of level because it's a long event. So how many stars remaining? So yeah, I was right, there's only 3 more remaining, so I could try doing the duel in Nürburgring with the Sonda that I couldn't do last time. I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but might as well try. It will also be a nice way to unlock the tier 4. Also, the rival was the Koenigsegg. I mean, I guess if I don't get it on the first try, probably better to get it from somewhere else. Yeah, for now, let's try this. Now, going from a tier 1 car to a tier 4 car doesn't seem like a good transition. Yeah. You deserve that, dude. I'm sorry, but you 100% deserve that. Yeah, and I actually won him in 25 seconds. Yeah, well, you had it coming, dude. You cannot blame anyone but yourself there. So yeah, nice. If it's gonna be that fast, then obviously, bring it on.
Almost time to go here. Just like the last one, cross the line first.
I kinda know that this one will be that fast, but you never know.
Green, go, go, go.
At least this thing breaks very well, that's for sure. I'm also very tempted, assuming I have enough money to get it, to purchase this Sonda as the tier 4 car. Well, at least it seems when it comes to stats, it's the one with the most amount of stats. So that helps. Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm most likely not gonna have enough money. Like, if I had to throw a guess, this car is probably gonna be worth 1 million credits. So yeah, that seems to be a lot of money that I don't have right now. And I think that that's the optimistic scenario. It will also be more expensive than that. Because by this point of the game, like, there is a lot of money you could save. And you also get a lot of money, well, and also depending on how well you perform. So yeah, I wonder. We will only be able to see that if I can beat this event. It also seems like this game tries to be a lot more realistic with the speeds, because this thing doesn't even reach 300 kilometers per hour in a straight like that, which is normal. In the other game, like in basically every other Need for Speed game, reaching 300 kilometers per hour is like, it's nothing. It's the common thing to do. Okay, nice. Okay, that's extremely fucked up, because there is no way you will have done the corner at that speed. What an absolute asshole, dude. Like, I'm gonna take you out. I guess it's the only way you can understand. Because he was going way too fast to actually do that corner proper. Like, he essentially took me out. That's a very pathetic attempt. I guess I could try to replicate what I did last time, which is essentially simply using the brakes here. I fucked up. You know, the worst part is that this is like an accurate representation of what my previous attempt was. It went exactly like this. Like my previous attempt, like yesterday. It went exactly like this, on the third round at least. That's so annoying, dude. We'll still probably get his ass though. I mean, this car is 100% faster than the Koenigsegg. Yeah, and especially if he off tracks like that. And I really want to fuck you up, but it's most likely not gonna end well for me. But the problem is that if I try to replicate what I did on the previous round, it's like he's most likely gonna take me out on the carousel anyway, so I don't know what to do. It's most likely gonna be a repeat of the previous round at the carousel. As much as I would like to say, I like to see you try, I don't want to see him try. I have no clue what racing line he even tries to go for. Whatever, it's shit. I win this time. Okay. So that unlocks tier 4, nice. I guess this game survives another day, unbelievable. That's cool. Yeah, it indeed survives another day. So give me that tier 4. Well, and not to mention that unlocking tier 4.
Mate. Well done, you've unlocked the final tier. Next step, the NFS World Tour.
Works converted your car. What do you mean works converted? You could do that. Like, I could have converted my Ford Focus somehow, for example. Because I'm not sure what that
You finally
means.
mastered your driving style. Now we'll get our hands on fully race modified works cars and the fastest supercar straight off the showroom floor. We'll be up against the world's best drivers now. And we'll be at some of the most legendary tracks in the world.
We already went to London Royal, and I wish we didn't.
You know, most drivers only dream of making it this far. You should really be proud of what you've accomplished. Well done. But don't get cocky. Split seconds count, all right? There's no room for mistakes at this level.
Well, I kinda doubt that, but it's fine. Oh, and the first one is a manufacturer competition and car battle. So here it doesn't really matter if you don't have a car. So tier 5, I'm assuming it's the Need for Speed World Championship or whatever the fuck it's called. So you need 100 more than what I have. That's doable. I thought it was gonna be something ridiculous like 500 or 1,000, but thankfully no. It at least seems doable. So I want to check the shop, not as I say, not like it matters here, but I want to see how expensive these things are in tier 4. Oof. So yeah, basically my fear became reality. It's actually $1 million for the most expensive ones. Yeah, the Pagani Zonda R is 1,100,000. That's a shame. Not sure if I'll be able to save all that money. Apparently the Koenigsegg is the fastest one, but it fucks up on handling. I most likely will save for the Pagani Zonda R. Not to mention that this Pagani Zonda, I love it. Like, when I saw this one, I was like, but that's not the Zonda I remember. Yeah, because I was remembering this one. Okay, at least it's good that this game has both cars so you can easily tell the difference. That's my objective, because any of these other cars, well, except the McLaren F1, I don't really have a connection with any of these other cars. I mean, I guess the Koenigsegg is cool. Well, there are two Koenigsegg here, actually. CCX and the... Oh no, it's just this one, never mind. The Bugatti is also cool, I guess, but these two seem to have the same issue. A lot of speed, but the handling is not quite up to the task, while the Zonda seems to be perfect in almost every way. Okay, well, yeah, 1,100,000. You need that. The problem is that I was already struggling with the manufacturer competition in the previous tier, so I'm not sure.
Providing the LFA concept car for every driver to use in today's race.
Yeah, not sure how it's gonna work out, but I guess I'll have to try.
We got 10 seconds to start. This is it. All about the driver. So show them what you got.
Okay. Well, not to mention that starting in Willow Springs is not particularly an amazing place to do this. Oh, and this thing drifts a lot. It would be nice if it was a drift event, but it isn't. You know, I don't see myself beating the manufacturer races the same way I didn't do it in tier 3. I don't think I'm doing it here. And much less in a track like this. No, this is a waste of time. I mean, to reach 1 million is something else. Though that shouldn't be my worry now, considering that you cannot even enter with any tier 4 car in any event, you know, like... Not to mention that this one cannot, like, since it's not a supercar, you wouldn't even be able to enter. You know? But how do you turn a car into a works car? Like, can I turn this Lamborghini, for example, into one? But how? Like, do you need a specific upgrade here? Doesn't seem like any upgrade in particular mentions that, unless you need to install every single... Oh, it says buy Works down there.
The Works package has converted your car into a fully modified Works race car, though it will remove any nitrous you might have. The Works package features full race internals and a dyno-tuned engine with matching turbo or supercharger. The race suspension is fully adjustable and has carbon brake discs and pads, as well as full race slicks. The fully adjustable drivetrain has straight-cut gears for strength and lower power loss, and features an ECU-controlled throttle.
Okay, well, nice yapping, but apparently this one is not enough. And apparently not even close to being enough. Maybe with all the upgrades it will, but I'm also not sure if that's a good idea in itself. Not to mention that if I'm trying to save money to buy one of the supercars, it's definitely not a good idea. Okay, I wonder if, for example, the Ford... Well, no, that's the thing, so hold up. If I go to, for example, my Ford Focus, it's not even gonna be an option, right? Like, it's probably only for tier 3. Yeah, this thing doesn't even show up, understandably so. And those, for example, a car that, like the Supra, that is a little bit more... Wait, no, this is the car lot. I mean the garage. The Supra, that is a more serious car. Like, could this one get it? No. So it seems like it only works on tier 3 and only if they have all the upgrades or something. Not sure, but maybe. Well, for now, I guess I should try the car battle here. Yeah.
It's the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722 edition versus the Porsche Carrera GT.
They pronounce it more similar to Spanish, like Carrera, like how it actually is pronounced.
Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds and cross the line first for the win, okay?
Like, it's only the Japanese that pronounce it Carrera, because that's what I heard them pronounce it. No, it's like it is in Spanish, Carrera. Well, it's just that this guy is an Anglo and cannot pronounce Spanish. Even if his life depended on it. The point is that at least the accent is in the second syllable. I don't want to shinse it. I say that I don't want to shinse it. What part of that didn't you understand? Damn it. Well, I guess on to a restart. I mean, I don't mind. These duels are free. That's the thing.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds across.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to shinse. I was gonna say this is free. But yeah. I mean, it's free compared to the other events where you're basically left behind like it's nothing. But yeah, if you compare it to that, it is free. On its own, not so much. Oh yeah, apparently here it's legal to go on the outside. You gotta remember that, I guess. I do the corner not taking that into account, and I obviously do it slower than I could have. Okay, you're starting to piss me off, Mr. Mercedes.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds across the line first for the win, okay?
The issue is that even beating these 4 car rival events, it's still pretty messed up. Like, you only get 12 stars and you need 100 more. And that seems like a very big deal, having 100 more. I'm not sure where I'm gonna get them from. At least 12 is a good start, but it's still very far from 100. Oh wow, nice. You're just doing that while I'm doing this. What do you have to say about that? Oh, your rival is too far ahead? Well, I will have to disagree, because apparently you don't know what ahead means. That's not what ahead means, that's what behind means. So I'm afraid that you have to learn the basics of English, because you don't know what's ahead or behind.
Almost time to go here. Just like the last
Okay, and this is a bug. I could see it here very clearly. I put restart and it restarted the... No, it's not a bug actually. Okay, it makes sense. It's the same logic as you go into a tournament, so it essentially restarts the current round, not the whole thing.
Koenigsegg is pitting
Okay.
their CCX against the Lamborghini
Shut up. So, guess we're gonna be using the Koenigsegg here.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds and cross the line first for the win, okay? Green, go, go, go.
This car sounds like it's suffering. This game, it really sounds like it. Sounds like it's in a lot of pain, like crying for help. Oh, I apparently mastered that corner, nice. Pretty cool. Not that one though, well whatever, fuck you. Tried to break in time and I couldn't. Though ironically there, I fucked up. Oh, never mind. So you can cheese this like that, huh? Since you need to be 5 seconds ahead, you will basically, when you're about to reach the 5 seconds, not break in a corner, and that counts as 5 seconds. That's very stupid. Very, very stupid.
Time to go here. Just like the last one, cross the
Not
line
to
first
mention
for
you
the
can
win,
also
by 5
freely
seconds,
skip the chicane, because the only penalty is that you don't have the time being counted, but who cares? That you're still gonna win, you know? I thought I made him spin, but no. This thing, if it loses control, you like taking it back. Alright. So I count as losing control, maybe. Here essentially there is no incentive for not skipping this chicane. Great driving, bro. In fact, I didn't even need to skip the chicane because it already counted as 5 seconds. That's very badly thought. Oh, you get 80,000 for winning one of these? Damn, alright. Cool. So basically that's even more than twice what you get for this, the tier 3 rival thingies. Okay, cool. Then the Bugatti and the Zonda.
Okay, the Bugatti Veyron is running against the Pagani Zonda R. This is going to be a great competition.
Wait, he pronounces it the Pagani Zonda? Like the accent is on the final letter, not Zonda? Alright. Interesting. Well, it's Italian, I guess it makes sense. Also, can you make me use this car in a track that is not Nürburgring? Like, I get it that this probably kinda thought as like the final boss car of the game, but like, come on, dude. There are many better options than Nürburgring in general. So the Bugatti seems to be the one with the superior top speed. Considering that most tracks don't really make you use your top speed, it doesn't really matter. No, what the hell? How did you lose control there? Well, there goes that, I guess. I like the Italian motif of this one. Also, thinking out the pronunciation, if it really is meant to be Sonda, I guess it makes sense since it's an Italian car, precisely. So you know, ironically, for what I understand, the founder of Pagani was like an Argentinian, but probably an Argentinian with Italian descendants, because I mean Pagani is an Italian last name. But yeah. Probably. Or at least that's what I remember reading, that it like there was an Argentinian involved with this brand. Whether it was the founder or just some random ass guy, I don't know. But he was there. Uh-oh. That's bad. No, it isn't. Okay. That was a little bit painful, honestly. I should be able to replicate it on the second round, but that's assuming I don't make mistakes, and it's very easy to make mistakes here. Wait, and you changed the delivery. I didn't know that you could do that. This one also looks pretty good. Yeah, here you can tell very easily how the Veyron has higher top speed. Like, even at slipstream I cannot go faster than him. So that reminds me that a lot of these events, instead of finishing them and losing, what I could have done is simply restarting, because you restart the round and not the whole event. So there basically was a lot of time that I wasted on events that I could have actually won. And not only I didn't win them, but I also went through the very end not winning them, when I could have just restarted when it was obvious I wasn't gonna win. Well, I guess now I know, at least. It's something. You know, not bad. Better late than never, you know? You know that there is a button to remove the UI. Look at how clean it looks here. But at the same time, removing the UI means not knowing what's out to happen, because I don't have access to the minimap. So yeah, it looks amazing, but I shouldn't do it when it matters, at least. Well, not only that, but also, I guess the most important thing is the rear view mirror as well. Ah, fuck, I completely lost control because of the bumps. Yeah, that's another thing about Nürburgring, as if it wasn't sadistic enough as it is, it also has bumps, you know. Very fucked up track no matter how you look at it. Okay, well I won this one at least. So that's at least an easy way to get money. So I'll take it. Yeah. Not to mention I level up. Can I get a sponsor out of this one, please? I need money. Yes, 125,000. It's a good amount. Okay. So there is one more duel, well, and the first duel that I didn't do. Or I didn't beat, I guess. Wait, isn't this the... Oh, well, I guess they should repeat the Bugatti here.
Bugatti Veyron is scheduled to compete against the Koenigsegg CCX for today's race.
Well, I mean, stat-wise, it's just I don't understand. Why does this have more car rating when the stats are better? Not just the stats, but also like the horsepower and the drivetrain being superior. Like, what are you basing yourself on to do that?
A couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds and cross the line first for the win, okay?
Yeah.
Green, go, go, go.
Wait, is this Nürburgring again, dude? Like, can you stop spamming this fucking track? Like, I get these are all different sectors of the track, but like, come on, dude, I don't want to see even one sector of this track. Honestly, I don't think that that's how you're supposed to drive. Will it be? I mean, let me try the other, I guess. At least for that race that I used the Koenigsegg, it felt a lot better than this Bugatti, so... But man, the stats are alike completely then.
CCX for today's race.
Alright. Sure. I mean...
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember,
maybe the way they calculate the car rating is by...
Green, go, go, go.
Like, the more horsepower it has, like, the less rating it has, maybe. Because, like, it can reach, like, better stats with less horsepower, maybe, I don't know. Just trying to speculate. Unfortunately, I will say that both cars don't feel very good to drive. It makes sense since they both are not full in the handling stats, so I guess at least trusting the stats, it has an explanation, but well, I guess in that case, that dispels my doubt even more that I should go for the Pagani Zonda. That counted as a cut. I think that the cut was for my car that is starting to get destroyed rather than cutting the track, you know? Fortunately it ends here and I'm still not ahead, so... yeah, this one seems a little bit messed up to win, honestly. So unless I'm somehow faster, in whatever is left now. And not to mention I hit my car a lot, so it wouldn't be surprising if it wasn't enough because of it. Alright, I think that the first duel should be easy. I mean, it's even an easier track. I don't remember what cars were involved though. Oh, the Porsche and...
Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 722 edition versus the Porsche Carrera GT.
Well, I'll try again. Hopefully it goes well this time. Hopefully.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of it by 5 seconds and cross the line first to the win, okay? Green, go, go, go.
Wait, why is he 2 seconds away? Did he make a mistake or was the gap that big at the beginning? It's a little bit weird. No, it definitely wasn't that big, so how did he make a mistake at the very beginning? What did you even do? See, here is... I'm interested in knowing what happens if you just do this. Well, the game kinda gets confused, that's what it does. At least when it comes to the timer. At the end of the day, you essentially get a free victory for doing that. Yeah. And there is no reason not to if your only idea is winning. I mean, if your idea is to win cleanly, well, that's a different story. But your idea is winning, yeah, just do that, bro. Okay. So.
Almost time to go here. Just like the last one, cross the line first and get ahead of it by 5
Well,
seconds.
as long as I also skip that chicane, it shouldn't make that big of a difference either. There also hasn't been a single track yet where I dominated every corner. Seems like this one is probably the closest since there's only one left, but... That one corner left is the one at the end that you can choose to skip. At least this time I'll try doing it normally. I probably shouldn't. Like, there's no benefit on doing that. I guess in case something goes wrong. Ironically, the chances of something going wrong while driving normally are higher than by simply going through the grass to skip the chicane. Well, whatever, I still win. Okay. Good. So yeah, the problem is the final duel in Nürburgring. That one seems very hard to do. Not sure if I can pull it off. Will be nice though. I have a hard time imagining it. Let's see what happens. Because certainly when it comes to
Veyron is scheduled to compete against the Koenigsegg CCX.
To both the money and the... Well, the stars are not that much, but the money is quite a lot. And you don't even get that amount of money from regular events, I think.
Remember, just get ahead of it by 5 seconds and cross the line first to the win, okay? Green, go, go, go.
This is probably the loudest car in the game. I don't remember if there was a louder one, but I feel like it is the loudest one. As I said before, it really feels like it's crying for help. It's like, please kill me, please, you know, take me out of this suffering. This just seems to be a repeat of the previous attempt, right? And if it is, I'm not really gonna get any advantage over him. Yeah, this is where the carousel is. Yeah, I could try doing that. That's a way to do that, I guess. Oh, yeah, problem is that I also fucked up my car in the process. It's struggling to even move, but since the other guy, I fucked him up so badly, it was still enough. Yeah. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, don't worry about that. Fully legal maneuver, okay? No problem.
Almost time to go here. Just like the last one, cross the line first or get ahead of him by 5 seconds, alright?
Sure.
Green, go, go, go.
Didn't mean to take him out there. Oh, then again, if I had the choice, I would always take him out. But I did take him out and very quickly. Nice, well, that saves me the trouble from even having to suffer through Nürburgring, so that's great. Give it to me. Yeah, free 80,000 just like that. Okay, sure. Minor badge for finishing all the car battles here. Nice. I think it's the first time, or well, not the first time, but it's one of the only times I managed to do that. So to unlock this, and including the supercar thing, you need 200 stars, and that's where you will be able to use the Pagani. So yeah, need a little bit more. I could check if maybe another one of these. Well, this one is the Sonda F, not the Sonda R. You have the McLaren and the Lamborghini. I could try this.
The Pagani Zonda F is being provided for today's race. Try to...
I mean, Road America is a track that I know. Like, not by ultra memory, but I more or less remember how it is.
We got 10 seconds to start. This is it.
But that's not really what's important. What's important is if the opponents are super fast like in the previous one of these races or not. Does he say have fun after saying go, go, go? It's pretty hard to when you're tryharding so hardly. See, like, I don't understand how these people even do these corners. Like, what magic do you use? Or rather, what cheats do you use? It doesn't seem like we are using the same logic. It's like you are on a different racing logic than I am. You know? No, oh, what the hell? Those things, like those letters in replay pixelated. Yeah, these manufacturer races, I think they are impossible, so we can forget about them. It's a shame because you do have plenty of stars to unlock, but it seems pretty clear they are not winnable. So there is one car battle here. This one I say that it was banned, or what did I?
BMW and Porsche going head to head today. Choose your car and let's show what you've got.
See, the problem is that I cannot remember which races I say they were banned, so I probably say that this race was banned, but I can't remember.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just
I
get ahead of him
probably
by 5
did
seconds
say
and cross the line
this
first for the win,
for
alright?
this one. Yeah, I think I did.
Green, go, go, go.
But this is a very short race. Did I really struggle that much? I guess I did. I mean, at this point I cannot really get very picky since Even if I could purchase a tier 4 car, I cannot even use it, so
Right, couple seconds to green.
I do need the stars no matter what, you know.
Green, go, go, go.
Well, and I also, by the way, know that you can restart a single round, so with that information in mind, winning this should not be an issue whatsoever. Okay. Well, at the end of the day, these are also only 3 stars, so it's not like it's that impressive, really. But
Almost time to go here. Just like the last one, cross the line first, don't get ahead of it by 5 seconds, alright?
well, the real issue here will be getting to that 1,200,000 or whatever the Sonda was worth to, you know, to get that money. That will be the issue. I think I'm gonna... no, forget about it. I was gonna say that I'm gonna attempt for a murder, but not in that corner. Not to mention I probably already tried that. You know, let's instead try this one. That was still pretty soft compared to how it could have been. Okay. Well, that was pretty free, so weird that I didn't get it before, but I guess I didn't know more or less how this game worked back then, and the fact that you need all the money you can get. Wait, this is also 80,000? Wait, am I getting simply 80,000 in everything simply for having unlocked tier 4? So does that mean that I should have saved these events when I unlocked tier 4 or what? Because this one were not worth 80,000 at all, like not even close, so... Okay, well, that's weird. I'll take it though. I could do an endurance, it's just that... only if they are free to win, otherwise I probably shouldn't worry. Yeah, Nordschleife, no thank you. Wait, an oval? If this is the actual oval, my Lamborghini can probably win simply for being the car it is.
10 seconds, that's 10 seconds to
Because
green.
tri-oval still means oval.
5 seconds to green.
Like, essentially a tri-oval is an oval that has 3 main corners. And the corners are still shaped like as an oval, right? With the inclination to essentially go almost full speed. The tri-oval means... yeah, well, you can... nice. You can see it in the layout there, but essentially like you have like one corner here, another corner here, and then one in the bottom. That's why they are called tri-oval. As opposed as an oval with 4 main corners. Though the concept of cornering something like this is still quite abstract, I guess, but it does make sense. The question is if I'm still the highest top speed here, because I could not be, and well, right now I am falling behind, so maybe I'm not. I don't think that upgrading this car simply to win this race is a good idea, however. Okay, let's see the time differential. It's 2 seconds, 60 something. It seems that he's getting further and further though. We will see. I mean, there are 30 laps, so yeah, he is getting further. So unfortunately, it's one of those that I don't think I'll be able to win. Unless it's one of those games where going down the apron makes you go faster, which in real life is completely forbidden to go down the apron, but doesn't really seem like it's worth it that much. Well, the issue here is that I don't think it's worth to go in an endurance that you know you're not gonna win. But yeah. The objective is also earning 100 drafting points. That would have been easy here if this guy hadn't overtaken, but he did. But, you know, this is not worth it. Like, unless the guys ahead get into an accident or something, but can I get into someone's draft? There you go. Yeah, the drafting points thing is obviously gonna be easy to get, but like I cannot reach the top guys here. And 30 laps, even though it's an oval, it's still quite a lot, so I don't think this is gonna be worth to do at all. And they will obviously keep getting further, and not to mention that the guys behind me can also keep getting closer to me, so you know. Unless I upgrade the Lamborghini, this is not gonna happen, but we could check some of the other ones. I mean, the Spa is the one I was mostly interested in, but I still don't know if I can stay ahead of them. I'll try a couple laps, and if I can, then I guess I won't, but I gotta see.
Alright, a few seconds to green here. We want to try for the podium. Have fun, be careful. Green, go, go, go.
If you're gonna be starting like this, then no, you're not gonna go anywhere. Very tempted to just skip the chicane here, and I think I will, assuming I don't crash anyone in the way. Yeah, it worked, but yeah, that hit wasn't free either. And I couldn't even get first, so I wouldn't say it was worth it. Now, forget about these endurances. Though I do need to get money and stars, especially money. Wait, I want to double check. How much was the Sonda R in here? You know, not all cars. Tier 4. Oh, you also have a specific one for drift cars. Interesting, but yeah. Okay, it's 1,100,000, not 1,200,000, so it's at least closer than what I thought it was gonna be, but yeah, I still need a little bit of money. Well, if I get 280,000 events, it will be enough, but I don't think there's any of those remaining, unless... Hold up, will this car battles also give me all those points? I'm pretty sure I also banned these events. Okay, look, the ban is officially lifted in these events, okay? Because desperate times call for desperate measures. And these are desperate times. Well, not to mention that I also want to see if you will get 80,000 from this, because from an event like this, you should never get 80,000. Like this is a tier 2 event. You will not get 80,000 from that, so I need to see what you're gonna give me. Because if it's 80,000, I can do this one and the one with the Camaro, and assuming that I win both, that will be enough money for the Sonda and also enough stars to unlock the enough stars to unlock the event that allows the Sonda to compete, you know. Which I will say it's important enough. I see why I probably got very pissed with this event. Well, no, I do remember the specific reason. The specific reason is that every time that I try to take the carousel, I will spin out. That was the sole reason for that. But unfortunately, here I lost the lead. I'm not sure I'm recovering it. It's not looking like it. Didn't work. No, this distance is way too much. Let's see, somehow has an accident here. I thought that riding the wall will be faster, but it isn't. We'll try the Camaro, I guess, but damn it. It's another one of those situations where I feel as if I was out of options. It's very annoying. It's fine.
Right, couple seconds to green. Remember, just get ahead of him by 5 seconds and cross the line first for the win, okay? Green, go, go, go.
I do wonder how many stars you can even get from the unlock events in tier 4. Because maybe you don't even get that many stars. Well, certainly not if you don't win, but I mean, even winning, will you get a good amount of stars? I don't know. I do remember this guy somehow doing the final corner super fast. I'm not sure what he did, but it was the place that he overtakes, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. So which one is the final corner? Oh, it's not here yet, so maybe yeah, it was the final corner. Still a lot to lose. And this is basically when he goes full speed. Well, as long as you block him, it's not an issue. But this is such a long-ass track. Like, almost, well, not quite almost, but close to 3 minutes for a single lap. It's slightly annoying, I will say. Alright. But at least now we know that a round can be restarted. So here, if this round doesn't go well, if this round doesn't go well, we can go to the final one. But if the final one doesn't go well, that's the one we can restart. So that would work well for me. Didn't take him out as I would have expected. At least I have the lead, I guess. Was that too fast? Well, I did it exactly the same as in the previous round. That corner though is... yeah. Not ideal. Certainly not ideal. It's a typical corner where you're going super fast and then all of a sudden you have to reduce your speed to... well, to nothing. Almost nothing. No, you're gonna go off track. Oof, that was close. If I hadn't used the brakes there, that would have been off track. And off track in a corner like that would have been losing all the the little lead that I had. Okay, this corner here is very slow. That sucks, so many balls. Couldn't take him out there. Will attempt a terrorist attack here. Not sure. Nah, he's way too far. Not gonna work. Here, instead of restarting this round, I think it's better to simply go to the final round. And if that one fails, restart that one. Though it's so annoying. I definitely see why I just gave up on this event. I guess it's just a pain in the ass doing such a long ass track just to lose at the end. Yeah, these guys do the corners in some very, very weird way that I don't understand.
Alright mate, this is for the win. Now just the same as before, get to the line first and pull ahead by 5 seconds. Right, here we go.
It would be nice if you could just take him out.
Let's go.
Yeah, the physics of this game are not very easy to guess. Like how you will take someone out. Ooh, I want to do a missile attack here. No, that doesn't work, but yeah, that's a good thing. You can restart this one and you restart from this last round. would have been useful to know since the very beginning of the game, but I guess not. Unfortunately, you cannot really take him out on the straight line there. Another one of those cases where I wish this game was Burnout. Would have been nice. Do a good old takedown. But no, you can't do that. Yeah, unfortunately this is gonna be the same as the... Oh man, this corner is so ass. Such a shitty ass corner. Here I don't really think... Like, once he gains that distance, there's no way to get it back. Like, there's absolutely no way. Yeah, 2 seconds is way too much. Even though the top speed is still higher for this car, I don't think that I'm reaching him. Yeah, I'm very tempted to missile this guy. Boom. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm in the lead now. Well, somehow my car still moves. His car still moves as well. Yeah, that's a way to overtake, you know? It's an allowed overtake. Don't worry about it. Approved by the Need for Speed Federation or whatever. Yeah, that works. It's just the way you win. I'll take it. Obviously the direction is fucked. I need to steer left, so because otherwise it goes right. But yeah, I'll take that. So is this gonna be 80,000 or is gonna be less? No, it will be. So that's crazy. So every event that is at least of this type retroactively makes you win 80,000. So if you knew this beforehand, there will be certain events that you will have saved for the end because it will have been free money. It's very weird. Like, that's extremely weird.
It's the M3 versus the RS4. This is going to be a great matchup. Make your choice.
Unfortunately here, doing this Nürburgring thing with these slow ass cars is so annoying. I don't know why I picked the Audi. I mean, I saw that it said like this as supposed to be a 4WD, and the previous one, like the BMW, is a rear drivetrain. So usually the 4WD cars have better handling. Yeah, not like it matters if that's what's gonna end up happening, you know? Okay, certainly now that I know that you get 80,000, I need to win this one. Also, here I'm gonna just pick the BMW, but I need to win this one, and that gives me both enough money to purchase the Sonda R and enough stars to actually use it. So it's perfect. It's essentially perfect. really so hard to do any of these corners. I don't really understand what the AI does to maintain control of the corners like it's nothing. Maybe what they are doing is, since they are using manual transmission is superior, but it normally is superior. But the point is that they are probably fully making use of that. Because otherwise I cannot imagine the braking logic being much different from what I'm trying to do. Maybe it is. I mean, I'm not really trying to brake very softly at all. Pretty hard to do that with a gamepad in the first place, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, will this be 3-5 seconds? Yes, they will. Nice. Okay, at least we didn't have to do the whole track. That's good to know. Okay, and now on to the round 2. Take it all the way to level 15. Surely I'm gonna do that. Surely.
Green, go, go, go.
Oh, that's crazy to me. Like, he didn't brake at all there, and I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't used the brakes, I would have gone straight off track. So it really is weird. Hey, I'm not gonna be using manual transmission, dude. If it wasn't hard enough to drive as it is in automatic. Really should have been something that I should have gotten used to since young age. Since, you know, I've been playing racing games since I was a very little kid. But since I always play them in automatic, getting the muscle memory now to play manual, I can do it, but doing it efficiently, there is no way. Like, there is no way I can make things faster than by just using automatic. Like, it simply will not work out. So at this point there is essentially only one corner plus the carros. Well, technically these count as corners, but I mean a corner where you actually have to brake. Well, this one you kinda have to brake a little bit. The one that matters is this one here. And of course the carousel. Nice try. This carousel cucked me on this specific race multiple times. And it will cuck me again. It seems. That's very annoying. So you can understand why I was so pissed with this race and why I just wanted nothing to do with it. Though in a while I'm glad I didn't want anything to do with it back then, because now it's essentially free money. Like, it's nothing.
Right, here we go. Green, hit it, let's go.
really want to take you out. Should have been a little bit further behind to do that though. And I'm really trying. Yeah, he cannot pull it off. Because yeah, that obviously is not enough and he will catch up. Yeah, I'm not a fan of going till the end here. If only I could do the same takedown I did in round 1, but that one, I don't think I can replicate it. I mean, most of the times that most of the times no. Every single time I take someone out, I don't do it willingly in the sense that I don't expect that to happen. It just ends up happening because, you know, the physics of this game work that way, I guess, but yeah. But here it should probably be a restart, but I still want to see. I think he loses a lot of speed on the straight section. Not to mention here he's crashing against the wall. So does he really lose speed here? Well, I guess it will be after that corner. No, he loses speed actually here for using the brakes in a place that you should not use the brakes on. Hitting him like that didn't do shit. But other than making his rear look worse, I guess. At least I'm in his slipstream, so it's something. That also didn't do shit. This gonna be missile? No, it will be. I think that... Oh shit. Are you okay? Is he gonna respawn? Because I mean, there's nothing... Yeah, he will respawn. Damn it. I wish I would have gotten out of the wall faster, but I couldn't. Well, it's gonna be another missile here, I guess. Yeah, this one wasn't effective. That's so annoying, dude. Just wanna be done with Nürburgring. Can you just remove Nürburgring from the game? Also, I really hate this guy's voice because it's so loud, you know? Well, you can probably lower it. Just that if I lower it, I will end up not understanding what he says. Just that I don't wanna hear him in the middle of an event. I want to hear him in the cutscenes exclusively, which now that I think about it, they are probably two completely different configurations, in the sense that the cutscenes are their own sound. Like, I'm pretty sure they are actual videos. So maybe lowering the voice volume is not a bad idea. This is probably gonna apply for the rest of the game. No, I need to take him out at the beginning. Essentially, if I don't take him out at the beginning, I'm not winning this. You are getting... Yeah. At least 250. I don't want to hear your shit. Fucking asshole. And he's still so loud regardless. I need to take this guy out somehow, but the problem is that at low speeds you cannot really do shit. Even in something like that obviously normally would take him out, but not in this game. Yeah. At least this volume is a lot better. A lot less annoying, at least. wish I could properly take him out, because I really don't want to do this track. I really don't. Another thing I could do is just try to make it far enough until the first corner and take him out there. But like doing the whole track again, it's just not a good idea. Well, in fact, I never really done it and won, all because of the stupid ass carousel and the way these guys just don't really give a shit about it. They just do it faster because they want to. Is that really too slow? No, actually that was the opposite. That was too fast. I don't care, I'll keep retrying until I see this guy dead. No fucks given here. And you do need to let him overtake if you want to take him out there. Which I already failed because now he's trying to pass, but I'm kind of blocking him, so it doesn't really work. It's like you have to overtake, let him overtake you on purpose to then take him out. It's not gonna work otherwise. Okay, that's so annoying. But at least since you start side to side, you can do that. But like here, you accelerate a little bit less and you're already behind him. The only problem is taking him out while at the same time being in a position where you don't lose time as well. Because otherwise the same thing that happened before is gonna happen again. That's... wow, and that ended up in the worst position for me possible. God damn it. And he was so close to being completely flipped, but no. I mean, I could continue this attempt, but it's just gonna be a repeat of round 2. And that's gonna be a waste of time and frustrating as fuck as well. So I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I'm basically wasting my time. I know I am. It's pretty crazy that one of the events, and a very early event, in fact, it was like the, you know, it was like the first event in Tier 2, if I'm not mistaken. One of the objectives was basically making 4 cars spin out. With how unreliable the physics against other cars are, you're not gonna pull that off. There is no way you're gonna pull that off reliably. You're essentially at that point relying on RNG. Though I guess that's an objective that you will exclusively get if you're not trying to win the race. Because if you're trying to win the race, there is no way you can pull that off. The issue with this is that even though I'm in the lead and it's close to the end, like this guy defies the physics of the carousel simply to overtake you. Like, he will basically go in the place that you are not, and he will do it faster simply to overtake. But that one didn't help. But yeah, it's as I said. If I don't take this piece of shit out on the first corner, it's the same as nothing. Like, otherwise you're just gonna lose in the carousel. Like, you have 0% chance of winning. if you get to the carousel. And he's close, obviously. If he's far, it will be a different story. Yeah. Oh, and you're actually going off track on your own. Pretty nice of you. I need more than that to win. See, something like that is not useful. I need to see you dead. That's not dead. I need to see you below the ground. It's like every time I do this shit worse than before. How is this possible, dude? Like, I'm barely even doing anything different. How is the result so different every time? Like, I'm not really lifting the accelerator that much. I feel like this game is gonna drive me insane. It's already driving me insane. Hope that this one is okay. This one it will work. Yeah, it seems that that's the only way to win this. So hey, I'll take it, and you're allowed to. So hey, if it works, it works. Like, I don't want to deal with this shitty ass event. So yeah, give me those 80,000, and that is enough money to buy the Sonda and unlocking the supercar event. So yeah, give it to me. Here, change tier. This tier. So yeah, those two get unlocked. And you get 81 stars. So obviously I'm not gonna get them all, but it should be a good amount, assuming the Sonda can compete well. But yeah. So ironically, the Sonda is not the most expensive one. I think, yeah, it's the Bugatti. But I already tried the Bugatti and I don't like the way it drives, so it will be the Sonda, like, no matter what. And not to mention, it's also the one with the best car rating, which I don't know what it means, but surely it means something good. But yeah, in terms of visuals, what default vinyls does it have? Well, the ones that you saw pretty much. So the factory one doesn't look bad. I want to see how it looks, however, with like you know that, no, not vinyl actually, hold that, fuck. Paints. I want to see with the different type of paints, like the finishes, right? First of all, I need a gray. Where is gray? There? Well, that's not gray, that's black. Okay, that's better, but a little bit, like, yeah, something like that. So then, can this lock? Wait, what is this? Pearl? Oh, it's because then I keep forgetting you need to press apply, because otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, I get it. So how does this pearl work? That looks interesting. Can you... Is there a way to move the camera? No, it doesn't look like it. Not sure if I like the second color here being red, though it doesn't look bad, but I'm still not sure how this works at all. So can you... Oh, switch to sec... Wait, what? Cannot switch to second. Oh, you have to press. You cannot click that one for some reason. So let's say I pick yellow. And okay, it's very arbitrary the way this shit works, honestly. Yeah, because some of them you can click and some other ones you have to, you know. Yeah, no, I think I do prefer the red one. It looked cool. I could probably just, instead of doing the pearl finish, make the chrome one with this gray. Yeah, that also I think looks better. Yeah. it shines a lot. I like shiny things. I could also add vinyls, but in a car like this, I feel like it will be ruining it. No, I didn't mean to do that. Go back to the, yeah, to this. Okay. Drivers take their supercars. Oh, I didn't check what upgrades were available, if any. Let me check that. Can you even... What? Why did this thing go selected? Oh, select the sun. What the hell? Upgrades. Okay, so you cannot upgrade a supercar. Like, a supercar is fully upgraded. Now the question is, how hard are these races gonna be? Because no matter how good the car is, we already seen that the CPU is, you know, very rough. Like the way it shines. Very, very shiny. Okay. So the first cars are easily left behind, but those never matter. The ones that matters are on the lead. Okay, nice. Very good. Pretty cool. Oh, I didn't check what the previous objective was. Well, previous, I mean the third additional objective. Okay, master all corners, so you can forget about that, obviously. The guy that's in the lead is going quite fast. Not sure what car he's driving, but seems to be way faster than everyone else, like not even close. Well, than everyone else at least, talking about the opponents. I'm not sure if they're gonna be faster than me. It kinda looks like it though. Well, getting second place wouldn't be that big of a deal, I guess. Question is if I will be able to get the off. It's okay, this is Silverstone. You can go off track and it counts. Yeah, the 2,400 points, that is the second point objective. I should be able to get it to. Also, I like the way the car shines, but I feel like it's a very light gray. Like, I probably should make it darker. A little bit darker at least. So I think that's the whole point of the Sonda. That is a very dark car. Yeah, the first place is, I don't know what it is doing, but certainly not playing on the same league. And he's not even supposed to be like the main guy. The main guy is meant to be that Ollie Reimers or whatever you pronounce that name. So yeah. Ah, fuck me. Oh, there is another Sonda here. Well, if he came from all the way of the bottom of the grid, he might actually, like, I might not be able to reach him. And he probably did come all the way from the bottom of the grid. Yeah. So it's possible that the one in first place might be another Sonda or maybe the Bugatti, I don't know. Yeah, that's a shame. Went from a second to a third place, and I cannot even get the 2,400 points from, you know. guess a third place is good enough. I mean, it really isn't. But yeah, it's at least 2 stars. It's a shame because I also wasn't that far from 2,400, I guess. It was 100 points away. That's annoying. I wish I knew what that Peter Watson guy had as a car. Seem a little bit fast. New invitational. Oh, and I unlocked Candy Paint. I wanna see how it looks. Because I haven't seen it before. Well, obviously, since I unlock it now. Clearly. This also means that since... Well, no, there are some series here, actually. I thought they were all gonna be simply regular races, but no. Okay, hold up. Let me check. Candy Paint. What is Candy Paint? It doesn't seem like it has anything special. But yeah, I say I will change the one that I already have to be darker. The one that is a chrome, right? It's just that it looks super dark here because everything else is dark. Or maybe I should just leave the default paint and that's it. Though I'm also very... Like this pearl one, I feel like it will also look pretty cool. Though the secondary... What if you try making it look like golden? Like something like this. Instead golden is... I mean, it doesn't help that the illumination of this place is not very good. So a lot of this look like piss yellow, really. Not really golden. Yeah, and the other option was just making it red. At least black and red is a combination that just works. Well, I could see it. Otherwise, I could just make it go back to the normal default paint it has that just looks good, you know. What's this other race? Oh, the oval. Well, here it's... Oh, actually, yeah, it is... Precisely this thing is not gonna win because it doesn't have the top speed at all. I guess the pearl thingy looks nice. Here it will be the Bugatti or the Koenigsegg, right? The ones that win. Because this Honda does not have the fastest top speed. The other objective is owning 75% of the racing line. The question is there any Bugatti or any Koenigsegg? I cannot tell what car those are there. Ah, shit. You should have expected that at this speed. Fuck. Okay. Let's not do that, I guess. But yeah, the other ones are gonna be series. I'm not a fan of that, but I'll try. I could also check the invitationals, since I did get invitationals. I guess here what I would prefer is if the primary color look a little bit more gray, I guess. Nice. Alright, let's do the invitational, I guess. Seems that these ones are not going very good right now. Problem is that the invitational, if they are the elimination events, I want nothing to do with them. And they are most likely the elimination events. Are they? Wait, what? Which one did I even get? Maybe one of these, probably. Like lap eliminator at the oval. I guess that's the one, right? I don't think I got any new race or duel. Doesn't look like it. But I don't wanna do the eliminators, dude. And I still don't know if that's what I got, but these ones I know I already had them.
They're lending us the Seat Leon Cupra for today's race.
No, this one I already had it too, so what's the new one? It's impossible to tell, it's probably a hot lap that I never paid attention to. At that point I don't really care. Well, no, I don't know which one is the new one. Yeah, but I will have to do the supercar thingy. Okay, is there a way to take this back to default? I think I just prefer how it look in default. Well, maybe you can make it go to factory. That's how way you can do it. That works. Yeah, I guess just leave it at factory and that's it. Yeah, and go back to here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I guess I will try this. It's that I keep trying different events, but I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked in all of them just the same. Oh, and starting with Nürburgring is a horrible signal. It's an absolutely horrible signal. Well, I think I prefer the London street track before this shit. And also with how realistic this game pretends to be, you could at least have a qualifying session, you know? Not like I will do better than the CPU or what the CPU will pretend to do. Like, it's obvious here that if you start behind all of these guys, there's not much you're gonna get from it. Oh, nice breathe. Obviously, whoever is at first place is gonna easily escape because... Okay. So it seems that we might have gotten into another wall. That's a shame. I don't know, dude. I guess I'll try the London thing, but the problem is that these two tracks are both just as garbage and for different reasons. But though they have the same problem, that is that overtaking is almost impossible. You're asking a lot trying to overtake in some shit like this. It's like you cannot touch anyone. The moment you touch someone a little bit, you get sent flying like you were nothing. You know? Like, I'm not sure what you want to do here, but it's also impossible not to touch anyone, because let's say that you try going slower, you're gonna get touched by the guys behind you. You try to go faster, well, which is what I'm doing, you're obviously gonna touch the guys that are ahead of you. It's like there's not much you can do and there's not much room to move in the first place, so you are completely trapped no matter what. Okay. Come on, dude. Yeah, by the time you also overtake all of these assholes, the first place seems like it's already on an unreachable place, you know? Like they are so far away that you can forget about ever reaching them. It's already quite a tall order to be able to stay away from any of these guys in the first place. At least I did that corner not that badly, at least compared to how I usually do it. Work well. And here apparently it seems like you can skip some of these corners that you're not even gonna get penalized. Because I already fucked my car badly enough. But even with how fucked it is, I can still reach the guys ahead of me. In the first place, I don't know, he doesn't seem that far. I think he might have made mistakes, because he certainly was a lot further earlier on. So yeah, something fishy going on there. Most likely crashed somewhere. When I say fishy, I mean that it doesn't add up, not that it's particularly fishy. If I manage to overtake this guy on the next lap, I will also be able to get the third optional objective, that is lead for an entire lap. An objective that I think I didn't get even once, by the way. Pretty messed up, but yeah, it is the way it works. And thankfully that was also early enough to break there. So the guy on the lead is a Bugatti. Okay, that's fine. That could have been worse. What the hell? What did I touch there? The tires? Shouldn't have been that hard. What an asshole. Piece of fucking shit. Well, that throws all the race in the trash. This is the last time I'm gonna try this, by the way. I'm gonna try another event if this attempt doesn't work, but because retrying an event like this over and over again, the only thing that it manages to do is pissing me off. So let's just not try really hard to get something that ultimately you can choose not to do, for the time being at least. Also, the reason why that Bugatti was in first place, maybe it was because the one that will naturally be ahead got an accident, because here he's not ahead. There's someone else, I don't know who it is, and I'm also not sure if it's faster, maybe not, but we will see. guess the guy in first place is close enough. It's a Koenigsegg, I think. Okay. Let's just wait for the right time to overtake us. I already know how deadly this track is. I also wonder if by being on the lead, I will also be able to get enough points to reach the second optional objective at 2,400 points. Because in the previous one I reached it because of the amount of times I crash against everyone I could possibly crash. Okay, that won't count as a cut. Alright, even though I did the exact same thing like 4 times already, but it didn't, and now it does. I mean, yeah, at least it makes sense that it counts as a cut, but it seems to be completely random. You know, my worry now, at least I will get lead for an entire lap, well, assuming I don't get an accident, but to get the second point objective, 2,400, even if there are 2 laps remaining, I don't think it will happen. Because when you're alone, the only thing that you can get, well, actually, if I try to go for clean sectors, every clean sector gives you... Oh, when you say an entire lap, it doesn't count the lap from the beginning of the lap, it counts the lap as in, you know, from anywhere. Like, as soon as you get the first place, like, that's when it starts counting, like, on that spot. And if you reach that spot in the next lap while being first place and haven't lost it, of course, it counts as that. It counts as being first the whole way. That's interesting, because, you know, they didn't go the lazy route. Not sure how easy it will be to take into account what counts as a lap if you don't use the finish line, but it's certainly pretty well done. If you also manage to get some corners master, you will also get more points that way. They are getting closer now. Yeah, I should be able to reach the amount of points, I think. But I will need to have some more clean sectors. And these guys are getting dangerously close now. I'm not sure if the second place changed since I overtook it, but yeah, they are either going faster or I'm simply going way slower, which is very possible. Well, at least I did get the point objective, so right here, go as fast as you can, basically. I don't care about being clean, just go. I'm also caring about not crashing, because with a car that is as powerful as this one and in a track like this one, you know, a lot of things can happen. Okay, not like that one, but this wasn't a bad accident. So I think this is the first race in a while where I get every single star possible, all 6 stars, all objectives. And well, if the objectives here in every race are leading a whole lap, that's something that I can easily do. Well, easily do, assuming I can win the race. Like, if the race is not a race to win, then no, but yeah, we will see. And these are a series of 3 races. I think that this will also be the last event I will do, because it will take a while to reach it. What track is this, by the way? Oh, it's Laguna Seca. Well, on the right side I have more than enough familiarity with the track. On the bad side it's Laguna Seca. So that's a problem. Oh wow, well, it's not a problem only for me, for what you can see right there. Already on the first corner, these guys are not doing so good. There are some others that are doing good. I'm interested to know how they are gonna do on the corkscrew though. Because I know I cannot do the corkscrew very well at all. But how can they do the corkscrew, I wonder. Well, yeah, if they take it easy, they can, obviously. But I didn't get any points, or any sizable amount of points on the first lap. So, oh, okay, nice, pretty nice of you, fellow Sonda. Very cool. The issue here is that I'm being completely left out from the race, pretty much. Yeah, this one will be a problem. This one will just be problematic no matter what. An already hard track. And even more so with cars like this one that are completely out of control. That would have been so good if that asshole didn't get in the way. Essentially, that will be the logic in these tier 4 races. You have to pray that you don't hit anyone and get launched to the stratosphere, basically. That's the bare minimum. Oh, get out of the way. Fuck. It was either that or crashing against him. Okay, that's the part I don't understand. Like, in the previous attempt, I used the brakes there like normal, and suddenly all of the guys behind me overtook me without issues. But if I try to do that on full speed like there, obviously it doesn't work. So like the AI, I don't know, like I'm really suspecting that they are working on a completely different physics logic. Because the kind of shit these assholes can do, I just cannot do it. Like, maybe yes, you need to be using, like, you know, the acceleration and braking pedals and all of that, but like I cannot afford that. And even if I could afford that, I don't have space to do that. And even if I had, this will not be the game I will play, you know? So it feels a little bit weird to appeal to the simulation guys that are probably not touching this game anyways. Because that's the only explanation I could get. Like the fact that it's intended for people using a racing setup. Because with controller there is no way you can do what the AI is doing here. Or if you can, well, I don't know how. It doesn't seem possible to me. Can that count as a track cut? Are you out of your mind? How? But not like I care really. Not like there are many ways to cut the track here. Fuck. I was a complete passenger at that point. That would have been great if I could have gotten the lead early on like that, but I couldn't. And now the problem is that the guy in first place is a Sonda, so good luck reaching him. Though you can see that the AI is obviously not immune to accidents, but most of the accidents, and you know, it makes sense that it's the case, but most of them happen when there are a lot of cars nearby, so if they are gonna be in first place by a lot, I'm afraid that chances of them getting into an accident are very low. I mean, a third place is not a bad result, judging by how fucked up these races are. Wait, is that gonna count? Because you know that I don't have any more warnings remaining for cutting the track, so if they detect that I cut the track again, I'm gonna get disqualified. And if I get disqualified, I don't think they even give me the chance to restart. Like, it counts as if the race ended, which would be very bad. Extremely bad even. Here I guess this fucking truck, dude. I don't think I can even keep the third place in here. I don't think I'm recovering the third place. I don't see that happening. I don't see how it would happen. Yeah, this track... I mean, the problem with Laguna Seca is using cars like this in Laguna Seca. Like, Laguna Seca was not made for these things, dude. I say that when I was playing Gran Turismo, and I say it here. Like, this thing was made for slower cars, not for these monsters, you know? But not like the previous track was made for this ones either. But essentially, this is gonna be a lottery, like whether you can actually get past the regular opponents without getting your ass kicked or not. And well, once you are ahead, whether you're leading or not, it's a question of can you maintain it. And the most likely answer is no, but the first worry should be getting past these guys. I can't. I mean, the previous attempt, if I didn't get the accident after the first lap, it could have probably been a good attempt, but right now, replicating that is... yeah, good luck with that. That's crazy. The interesting thing is that the cars that are ahead here are slow ones. Well, at least this one is. The guy in the first place, it's a Porsche Carrera, right? I think it is. Kinda looks like it. No, that's not considered a supercar, or is it? I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is a Porsche Carrera, without a doubt. I thought it was a tier 3 car, maybe no. And the guy behind me is the McLaren F1. At least compared to the Bugatti and the Sonda, they shouldn't really, or the Koenigsegg, they shouldn't be fast, but you already know that the AI, at least in corners, does its own thing, at least in terms of top speed and faster. So I should treat this attempt as a sacred attempt, like a 1 in a million attempt, because, well, in a million is an exaggeration, but it's an attempt that is not gonna repeat itself. So I need to somehow hold on for 2 more laps, and I'm not sure it's gonna happen, and especially not if the guys behind me start, like the actual fast cars start getting in second place. Because if those guys stays in second place, the ones that are currently there, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Once the faster ones step up, then yeah, you will be kinda boned, and by you I mean me, obviously. I'm gonna be kinda boned. So far the one in second place is the McLaren F1 that, despite being a fast car, I don't really think it competes with the Sonda or the Bugatti or any of those. Okay, the brakes on this thing are fantastic. The brakes on this thing are something from another world, really. Insanely good. Not like it matters against these opponents that just fuck you up with no problems. And yeah, unfortunately here I think this second place is one of the fast cars. I don't see who it is, it's too far for now, but yeah, we will see him shortly, I guess. I still don't see, well, I'm mostly trying to pay attention to the track, you know. Is it a Sonda? It is, I think. It is. Not sure which of the two Sonda it is. I think it's actually the Sonda, like the non-racing Sonda. So maybe I'm gonna be fine. Well, 1 more lap remaining, so don't fuck it up now, basically. I'm gonna try my best. Someone overtook him, but I think he got it back. He's getting way too close right now. He pressured me, it was a Sonda. And the guy behind is another Sonda. A little bit of a more aggressive Sonda. Well, I think I hold up pretty well, regardless of what the result here is gonna be. Okay, he overtook. Yeah, like these guys just do these corners in a way that is just not real. It's a lie. It's at least a third place and with all secondary objectives, so I cannot really complain. It could have been a victory, but I don't think I could hold up much more. In fact, the fact that it was a third place is already better than it could have been. Alright, one more race. I hope it's at least on a track that is not so fucked up. How about Silverstone? No, it's actually Willow Springs, because basically fuck you. Okay. Nice. Well, this one, at least I think it is Willow Springs. It most likely it is. So, the issue is that this track has an insane amount of very slow corners. Well, maybe not this variant though. Yeah. You know, the problem here is that whenever I get to the final events, to the ones that are supposed to be the NFS World Tour, this type of restarts are basically gonna be commonplace. Because differently than here that you can pick many different events to get the stars that you need, here you don't really have many choices. Here, I mean, on the NFS World Tour, I will imagine that you will have a group of events that you will need to beat to be considered that you beat the game, you know? And at that point, there is no choice other than winning what you are being given. And yeah, at that point, good luck, basically. The second place is a Koenigsegg. The first one, I don't know. I will be guessing that it's probably a Sonda. I mean, at this point, I guess assuming the leader is a Sonda is a very safe bet. And I barely went off track, dude, and look at... completely lost control and speed. Like, barely touched the sand, and yeah, you cannot do that. You cannot. Okay. Why does it have to be the slow cars, the ones that have accidents? Why cannot they be the fast ones like this too? Well, maybe they do have accidents. I mean, every time I see someone going off track, it's a slow car. Pretty nice blind corner, by the way. I also wonder if the grid order is random. That's something I haven't really been paying attention to. It could be. Like every time you restart it's different. I mean, I do know that the guy, no, it's... at least that guy that is ahead of me was also ahead of me in the previous attempt. Piece of shit. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. We are gonna be here for a while. Well, on the right side, at the end of this, well, depending on how many stars I get here, but at least we have 10 of them guaranteed. And if I somehow manage to win this event, which I doubt, judging by what I'm seeing right now, it will be essentially 16 stars in total. But I don't think I'm winning this event. And this track doesn't seem as fucked up as Laguna Seca, since it has way faster sections. But at the same time, it's a track where off-track means dead, since everything off-track is sand. And yeah, you're not really gonna get any traction there. So well, any traction, any nothing. Like sand is the antithesis for this type of cars. Like, you cannot go to sand. But of course we're in the middle of the desert, so not like it's a choice. Honestly, what kind of asshole makes a track in the middle of the desert, dude? And it's not the only one. But at least, you know, there are a lot of Arab countries that usually have tracks in the desert. That's because most of their countries are desert. But Willow Springs is an American track. You know the amount of space you have to make a track, and you decide to make it in the middle of a fucking desert. Yes, amazing idea, a visionary idea. Well, it is a visionary idea, but doesn't mean that it's a good one. Alright, so there are two Sondas in the lead here. So, will I be able to reach them? I doubt it. But, well, they are also pretty close together. Maybe they are gonna annoy each other. Or maybe, you know. One of them touched the sand apparently. It doesn't seem like it mattered too much, though. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm reaching those guys. I don't think that's happening. Also, I remember that with the Sonda in Need for Speed Pro Street, that first corner you could do it at full speed, because essentially the downforce was, well, obviously unrealistic, but like it was insanely good, right? You would just take a corner like that at full speed, and at full speed with a speed that was very fast. Yeah, that is not real, obviously. At least I'm glad that I picked the right supercar here. It's very clear that by looking at the opponents, the Sonda is the best car, but what the hell was that bump? The opponents here are way better than me no matter what I do. So even if I have the right car, they also have the right car. And that's not good for me. Because no matter what I do, they simply do it better. Just the way it is. The issue is that here, finishing this race is a little bit useless, right? I'll only get 1 star out of this, so that doesn't seem very useful at all. It doesn't seem like these guys are gonna get into accidents, so... The problem is that if I keep restarting like this, I don't think that this will be an infinite amount of restarts. And I kinda wanna end the stream right now, so I don't wanna restart for this long, you know? Doesn't seem like a good idea. It doesn't seem like I also have many choices in here. Well, I mean, I do have a choice. I could get 0 stars from this, and I will still get stars from the previous events that I already did. Do I want to get 0 stars? Well, I mean, you will at least get 1 star because of the first point objective that you will most likely get no matter what. But yeah, I mean, feels like that will be too little compared to what I could get. Like, I'm pretty sure I can forget out the first place, but I don't think that it's unrealistic to think of a second place. We will see though. Right now at least it's not 2 Sondas, it's a Sonda and a Koenigsegg on the lead. Okay, well, not a Koenigsegg anymore. The Sonda is on the lead and there is most likely a Sonda behind me as well, though they got delayed by that Koenigsegg having that accident. The issue here is I'm not gonna get the second point objective. Like, if I'm gonna be driving in solitary like this, it's not gonna happen clearly. So at that point it's basically a matter of just getting the first point objective, and if obviously I cannot overtake the guy in first place, you're also not getting the third one. But at least with this, assuming you only get the first point objective, and more importantly, assuming you can keep the second place that you currently have, that's 3 stars, which is not a bad amount at all. So for some reason I'm not really losing this guy. Is it really a Sonda, the guy in first place? Maybe not. Or maybe yes, and I'm simply not driving that badly this time. It's a little bit too far. I do think it's a Sonda though. 2,400 point objective, we can essentially assume it's never happening. And I don't mind, I don't give a fuck about that. Oof, that was... I almost lost control there. At least we got the first point objective, which yeah, was gonna happen no matter what, you know. Not a surprise, particularly. Ooh, that was very bad. That was a very bad corner. I also almost went off track, and that would have been way worse. It already was pretty bad. I lost a lot of time. And the guys behind are approaching quite fast, in fact. Still cannot believe these guys casually step on the sand and nothing happens to them. And you do that and you start losing control like it's nothing, slowing down. Though at least it's nice. I mean, the race is not over yet. I more or less managed to keep up. Like, both keep up with the guy leading, and also making sure the guys behind me did not overtake. And I'm pretty sure all of them most likely are driving a Sonda. No, don't do this to me. It's fine. It's fine. Fuck. It's a... No, okay. We already have confirmation it's not the case. The third place is a Bugatti, and the fourth place probably is a Sonda, yeah. Whatever. Could have been worse, but I mean, I guess the previous laps I did them very well. The moment you step into the sand, it's over. For you, not for the CPU. And also by blocking them there, I think I managed to fuck them up. It's pretty cool. So these are 3 stars, which is decent, I guess. So that means that in total I got 13 stars on this event, on this series, I guess. So that's good. Like, I missed 5 stars, but it's good enough for me. And I'm assuming that yeah, I won the championship because I basically went first, third, and second. So since this game doesn't really have a constant leader in this type of events, usually you end up winning even with very bad results. So yeah, there's that. And you get 60,000, not bad at all. Okay, well, nice. It wasn't a bad way to end the stream, I guess. But yeah, if I want to unlock tier 5, and again, I'm assuming it's specifically talking about the NFS World Tour, we need a couple of those. I think with the money I have, I could fully upgrade the Lamborghini, and assuming that's the only requirement to turn it into a works car, I will also be able to compete in this one, and well, not in that one, but well, this one I can already compete, assuming I had the stars, obviously. But yeah, that's all of those things. I'm gonna worry about them tomorrow. So let me save one more time just in case. So this thing auto saves every time that you see like the diskette icon, it's auto saving. So yeah, in any case, that will be it for me for today. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow with more tier 4 action. So have a good one and take care.